Hello and welcome to 1 Hour SaaS. My name is Mubashir Iqbal, everybody calls me Mubs, and I am building a SaaS business in just 1 hour a day. Today is hour number 23 of building Podcast Ping, a uptime monitoring system built for podcasters. Today is going to be kind of like the final part of what we've been doing for the past couple of days, which is kind of setting up emails and notifications for teams, and then when there's an error we want to send it to that particular email address. So if I go back to here, and so what had we been doing when you manage your team, you can manage the email addresses that users will receive an email for when there's an issue with the podcast or the podcast website. And so I went through the code today and actually removed the code that had hard coded my email address, and we kind of replaced that with some code to actually send to the team instead. So just to kind of give you an example of that, where we check where we think we previously needed to send an email. So I now call this method on the team that says send a notification. We pass in the check that we're sending it for, and then the email that we want to send as well. And then in the team itself, so in that particular method, it just kind of pulls a list of verified, not paused email addresses. We haven't built the pause functionality yet, but I wanted to put the code in place so that when we add it on the front end, this part's already set up for it. And then we just kind of loop over those, and we just kind of send the emails. And then once that's done, we just kind of store the fact that we sent the notification for that particular check. So it's just there for kind of bookkeeping purposes, just so that we know that we sent what we were supposed to send when we were supposed to send it. And eventually, we'll want to actually log the individual messages that we send. So in here, we're actually going to log the fact that we sent that check for that particular email address. Or once we get into things like SMS messages and Slack messages and those kind of things as well, we'll kind of keep a log of all the things that we sent, and so we can track all that back if we need to. But for now, I think this is fine, and we don't really need to worry about that too much. And then so for the rest of my time, because that took about 20 minutes or so, I think, just to kind of finish that out. I started thinking about, like, what does a podcast look like? So right now, we kind of have this listing where we just kind of show what the current status is. But now you can kind of click on this and we can kind of get some more information. So this is the name and the description. We've got the links for the website and the RSS feed. And then these are the recent checks that ran for that particular podcast. And we'll want to spend some time later on just thinking about the UI and the information that we want to show here, but I just want to get this page working so we kind of have something. And then we'll probably put some charts in here, but we probably need to summarize the information first. But that's something that we'll do once we have some information stored. So I think that's all that. So I think functionally we're kind of complete now. So I'm gonna, over the next couple of hours, just kind of do a deep UX pass on the entire website and stuff, and get it all kind of looking clean and looking neat, and has all the information that we want, where we want it, when we want it, and then we'll be ready to deploy it somewhere where I can start using it, and then hopefully once it works there, we can open up the doors. Hopefully we can get some early people in to kind of try it out and give us their feedback and kind of stuff like that. So we're getting close. This is hour 23. So, about, if we're doing an 8-hour work day, we're talking about day 3 that we're on. So we're making pretty good headway. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.